Good morning, children. This is Shivalsa speaking. Today we are going to start a very new chapter, as I have explained in the previous class that we will be starting a new chapter today. That is of square and square root. As we have completed chapter 1, chapter 2, linear equation, the last chapter which we have completed. I hope all the doubts and confusions are totally cleared from that particular chapter. We are going to start a very new chapter, that is square and square root. So the very first things comes to our mind when we talk about square and square root. So what is square and square root numbers actually? There are slight difference between these two words, as we are going to talk about. I'm just giving a brief discussion on square and square roots. Next time we will be studying the exercise. What is square of a number? Square of a number, like most of the students have got confusion. The face is problem to understand the difference, the basic difference between square and square root. Square and square root, these two are totally different words actually. These two have got differences. When we're talking about a square of a number, means square of a number defines that number will be multiplied with that number itself. With that number itself, it's defined as square of that particular number. For an example, I'm writing 2 into 2, that is 4. 3 into 3, that is 9. 4 into 4 is equal to 16. 5 into 5 is equal to 25. Children, here I wrote 2 into 2. I'm getting 4. Here I'm writing 3 into 3. I'm getting 9. 4 into 4, I'm getting 16. 5 into 5, I'm getting 25. So, in these 4 numbers, which I've written 2, 3, 4, 5, all these numbers I'm finding square of that particular number. Square of 2 is 4. Square of 3 is 9. Square of 4 is 16. Square of 5 is 25. These are the square of these numbers. Means that number will be multiplied with itself, and I'll get a product. That is called square of a number. Square of a number. For an example, square of 9 is 9 square, means 81. So, instead of writing 2 into 2, 4, I could have written 2 square is equal to 4. Instead of writing 3 into 3 twice, I could have written 3 square is equal to 9. 4 square is equal to 16. 5 square is equal to 25. These are the square of these numbers. These are the square of these numbers. So square is really very easy to understand. When I'm finding a square of a number, means that number will multiply itself. Now, what about square root? The square root is slightly different from the concept of root. It's just opposite of root. I'm sorry, opposite of square. For an example, I'm writing a number 36, and I want to find the square root of this particular number. So whenever I'm talking about square root of a particular number, that number is, I have to imagine a number. As this is a small number, so we can imagine easily, no problem in that. So when we are having a small number, for an example 36, as I've written on my copy, I have to imagine a number. That number I'll multiply it with itself in order to get this particular number. Children, I'm explaining you a slightly different way so that you can understand from both the ways. Here I've written 36. 36 is a number. I have to imagine a number, which number I'll multiply it with itself in order to get this number. So if I read out the table of a number, of numbers serially, for an example 6. 6 1s are 6, 6 2s are 12, 3 6 are 18. Like this, 6 6 are 36. So I can write 36 is equal to 6 into 6. As I know, 6 6 are 36. So in this case, when I'm getting 36 is equal to 6 into 6, so I can write over here root over 36 is equal to 6. Means whenever I'm putting root on this particular number, root 36 root over, so I can simply write 6 into 6 root over, because I'm giving root over in both the sides. Before I had written 36 is equal to 6 into 6. Now I'm applying root over on both the sides. So here is root over 36. And whenever root over is existing on two numbers, two similar numbers, one number can come out of it. When root over is existing on two numbers, one number can come out of it. It will be 6. So root over is 36 is 6. Or we can say 6 square, or we could have written 6 square is equal to 36. 6 square is equal to 36. Both are similar. Both are same. There are no difference at all. So 6 square means 36 and root over 36 is equal to 6. Similar. For an example, root over 81 is equal to, I can write root over 9 into 9 because 9 9 is 81. So here, as we can see, on two numbers root over is existing, one number will be come out of it. One number will come out of it. So that is 9 means, or we can write 9 square is equal to 81. So in this way we find square root number, means square root. This was for small numbers. So what about bigger values? When we have some bigger values, like suppose I have got a number 125. Suppose 625. 625. It's a bigger value. And I don't know which numbers product, which similar numbers product gives this number, or which two numbers of same number multiplied by itself, and I get this value that I don't know. And I want to find the square root of this particular number. So very easy process. We will use prime factorization method. So what is that? Just simply break this number by prime numbers. Suppose 5 125s are 625, again 5 25s are 125, again 5 5s are 25. So I got 5555. So can I write 625 is equal to 5 into 5 into 5 into 5? Yes, we can. Now apply root over on both the sides. I applied root over both the sides, root over 625 and root over this number. So I can write now root over 625 is equal to, as I have written root over on this, I have to find pair of numbers. This is one pair. This is one pair. From this pair, 1 5 will come out of this root over. From this pair, 1 5 will come out of this root over. So root over 625 is equal to 5 5 is 25. So means 25 square is 625, or root over of 625 is 25. So both the process, like we understood little bit about square and square roots. So children, I'm not giving you as such assignments. I'm giving you only to find a square root of, this is the homework for today, square root of numbers from right from 1 to 100. 1 to 100, you will show me the square root of the numbers starts from 1 to 100. This will be the practice work for you all, and next class will be starting with exercise. This was a primary concept about square and square root. Hope you all have understood, children, and this way we will be solving, this way we will be practicing. More new things are coming in the exercise, so we'll be dealing with that. So for that, it's really very important to understand the concept of square and square root. The basic concept about square and square root is to be understood very nicely. Okay children, thank you so much. Have a good day.